Papa, yeah, yeah. Oh, Papa, yeah, yeah. My Holy Father, my Holy Father, oh, Holy Father, yeah.
Hello my loves, hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. Finally, the day is here for me to shoot my updated makeup tutorial. It's been, I think, about 2-3 years since I have last done a makeup tutorial on YouTube, and I've been wanting to do it for the longest time because your girl's makeup has elevated. Okay, I've been getting so many requests from people, when am I gonna get the makeup tutorial, shoot this makeup tutorial. And I know y'all, listen, I hear y'all, but I wanted to wait until when I'm actually going out to do a full face beat, because right now is not the time for me to be wasting a full face of makeup products just to not do anything. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started into this makeup tutorial because I am so excited to show you guys my new tricks that I've learned and my new tips so that we can all look good together. First thing first is skin prep. Also, guys, real quick, I just wanted to say that when I shot this video, I was getting ready for a party and we had a lot of family over, so that's why we have a lot of background noise, so bear with me. You guys can tell I already prepped my skin. If you guys want me to do an updated skin routine, a full in-depth detailed skin routine on my YouTube channel, let me know and I'll do that in a separate video. But the first important thing is making sure you have a good skincare routine. I've done my skincare routine, prepped my skin, and also because I got my hair done, my skin is looking way much better, which makes this video much more perfect. Okay, so in my last video, I used the e.l.f. primer. Now, ever since then, I have gotten put onto another primer that I've really been loving and liking. But basically, this is the primer that I use now. I use Face Glue NYX Grip and Primer. Another thing that I use is the Danessa Myricks Water Powder Serum. I don't know if it's just me that has problems doing this with nails, but you guys can see how crazy looking the bottom of my bottle looks because I be trying to get it out. I need to get another bottle or try to search up how to make this start working again because it's not coming out. But I usually use this before using my primer. Apply it in the parts of my face that is very oily. This part, and this part, and my forehead. As you can see, my forehead is already shiny. Then I go in with my primer. I apply my primer also in the points of my face that gets very oily. I forgot to mention when it comes to applying your makeup is making sure you start with freshly washed hands because you don't want to put bacteria from outside on your face. You want to make sure you wash your hands, okay? I do have some makeup products that I also got as a birthday gift that I've been wanting to get, and I'm very excited to use them today. It's the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, and then we have the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami. I'm a little bit scared, but I think it should be my color because I've been wanting this for the longest time, so don't play with me right now. Also, I got the Morphe Beauty Bake and Set powder. Wanting to get the Juvia's Place pink blush palette. Excited to also incorporate this into my makeup routine, so you guys really will be getting like my updated makeup routine. So let's go ahead and get started. This one, y'all see how I'm almost done with the bottle, and I got this since I think July last year or the year before, I don't even know. This is the Glossier foundation. This is in the shade Very Deep 3. I absolutely love this foundation. I always put my pumps on my brush. That part of my makeup has not changed. You wouldn't put the dropper, your serum bottles, on your face directly because you don't want to cause cross-contamination. That's the exact reason why I always put it on my brush before putting it on my face. Everything about your technique is not just getting a flawless makeup look, but it's always making sure that the skin underneath your makeup still stays clean and fresh. First, I go in with my e.l.f. concealer. I apply that first in my inner corner and in my outer corner of my eye. The L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer. 420 Cocoa Cacao. That's the shade of the L'Oreal Full Wear Infallible Concealer. I apply the dark concealer here and here. And then I leave a little space in between here to apply this concealer. Also put it here. So you want to start in spots. That gives you a better control of your concealer. In the shade 360 Mocha Mocha. What is it with these names? This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Online, it looked like it was my shade, but it wasn't. That's why I went to the store and I got this foundation. I use like a small mouth brush like this, and I do in that little space in the middle that we made earlier. That's where we're gonna apply that foundation. And I do the same thing over here. Now that we're done with concealer placements, what I've been doing recently as well, before I would immediately go in with this bright e.l.f. concealer to achieve my bright under eye like I usually do. We're going to do our brows, blend all these concealers in, and then go in with this after blending the concealers. And I apply my concealer here, not concealer, the foundation that I use as a concealer, but it's so good, here on the nose. Now it's time for the brows. First, I brush my brows up. I will say I have very thick natural brows, so I always get it waxed in nail salon shop. So if you don't want to get yours waxed, then just shape it up as best as you can. This is the Marviano Cosmetics Espresso Martini lip liner. It's a lip liner, yes, but y'all, it works perfectly as an eyebrow pencil. I think they need to drop an eyebrow pencil line, okay? Because this is what I use to shape my brows. I always start from under my brows, shaping, and then I go in here, do it at the top as well. And then I kind of shade it in a little bit. Boom, that's it. So you see the bottom part that looks a little bit harsh? Use my brush to kind of brush it up. That's why I didn't really shade this part of my brows really much. And that gives you more of that airbrushed, beautiful look for your brows. If I'm gonna draw my brows in, I want it to look as flawless and natural as possible. You guys see how flawless that looks? That's why I said this Espresso Martini is the perfect shade on dark skin girls. Your eyebrows don't have to look like twins. They just have to look like sisters. And ever since I learned that, I have not been stressing over my brows as I used to. And it comes out flawless every time. I also use this foundation, which is now my concealer, for concealing my brows from under always. So when I have my lashes done, because I don't have a lash guard and I need to see when I'm doing my makeup, I try to do my eyes, like raise my brow like this. I go in with my fixing spray from Makeup Revolution. It's almost done. This will be like my third bottle if I get another one. It is so good. It all. I'm gonna just let it dry. So while it dries, I'm gonna go clean off my lips. We are out of the woods, okay? Conquered the brows, we've conquered concealer placement. We're getting there, okay? You see how my nose is already starting to sculpt just by blending the concealer on my nose? That is why placement is very key, because it just makes layering your makeup on it just so much easier. Now we are going to go in with our blush, bronzer, all the beauties. Ooh, look at that beauty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so another makeup product that I absolutely love that is basically done and I need to get another one is the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Love. This is my OG Love, okay? Yikes, I am working this bottle out right now. Blend it with this brush. You guys see the kind of brush I'm using with the blush. Now we are going to use Arbor Case by Made by Mitchell. I will say that this is another change in my makeup routine. I got different shades: the Cherry Cola, Cowlick, Where's the Mango Daiquiri, Infatuation, Blend and Snatch, Shade and Laid, Chocolate Charm. Shades are beautiful. 9 out of 10, definitely recommend it. So for today, we're gonna be using it as a blush and as a contour just for today. Now I'm just gonna go in like the inner corners of my face. In your forehead, you wanna go in here, you wanna go in here. I don't have a definitive cheekbone because I'm a big girl, but this is what helps. Just suck in the inner corners of my mouth like this. Simple. It will help you highlight your cheekbone. You want to do that because it helps you look at the clear lines, okay? And then I do it on my jaw as well because I have a double chin, but not everybody needs to know that, okay? So we try to cover that up. Then I'm going to use the orange blush. To my blush, this is where I place it. I always, when I first started, I would do this, right? My cheeks out. But I'm a big girl, so the cheeks are very noticeable for me. But if you want to know where to place your blush, just do this. To show you guys how I place the contour on my nose, I'm gonna use a very small brush. When I first started, that's what I used to be able to control it. So you wanna go in, do it here, here, and here. Blend, 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 blend. Now obviously the concealers here look crazy, but we're gonna be fixed when we set our face with the setting powder and the powder puff. Now that we're done with the orange cream blushes, go in with the bright concealer. I just take one dot because it goes a long way. Take this, put it back in the bottle, and then do it here. Now they both have an even amount of concealer. Now before I blend this in, take this again and to blend that in after that dries. You want to make sure you do light taps. You're not dragging, you are just tapping and tapping along to evenly distribute the concealer, but we're not dragging, we're just tapping. Going to apply this one more time, and then it's time for the powders. Start first with my Maybelline Fit Me setting powder. What is it with the matching of the names? This is the Truffle Truff 362 Maybelline Fit Me setting powder. Then I take my powder puff, kind of lightly dab it on there from here. This part of the powder puff, I use it to blend in and set my concealers. I use this white part and I dab it lightly all over like this. I do the other parts where I place my concealer. The forehead, the chin, make sure everything is thoroughly blended. When I look from the side, my makeup doesn't look as crazy as it looked earlier, and it looks blended from the side. Remember I told y'all it will look better after we set it. You just have to trust the process. We use this, but we're gonna be using the Morphe first today, and then this in the areas that I need it, but I want to try this today. This is the Juvia's Place bronzer in the shade Deep Dark. Absolutely love the colors. I kind of mix both of them. You know, I mix both shades together. The same place where we applied our contour earlier. So in this areas, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami. I'm so nervous. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see the immediate warmth that came to my skin from using this? But not too much though. Not too much. Then I just take another brush to kind of buff this out because I did put too much, a little bit too much. Thank you. Have some leftover Juvia's Place pigmented blush on here, so I'm just gonna apply that in these areas of my cheek. Now it is time for my baby, the Juvia's Place pink blush. I'm so scared. Oh. Pretty. It's very pink. I will say that. I'm not used to these kind of level of pink, so I'm gonna tone it down a little with some of this. I like this better. Do we like this better, y'all? I'm dark skin, y'all, so I gotta make sure I'm not looking like a clown. And if I want to do that pink blush makeup look, we love how this is going. We do. It is time for the Morphe Bake Powder. It also serves as a setting powder. It's like a banana one. I pray this is the right shade here. Let's see how this turns out. Is it with the banana? This is it without the banana. I like it. Now I'm going to use this powder. True Complexion Loose Setting Powder. It's a translucent powder, but I use it as a baking powder and it works perfectly. I'm not blending it in, just kind of like I am dragging it like this, but it's like soft. You have to do it very surface level so it doesn't mess with the rest of your makeup. Do my nose, of course. Lastly, and then do a curve here. Powder is sitting. I'm going to do my eyeshadow now. Time for... I usually mix the Love Chip and the Devil's... I just noticed the name. Oh no, baby, and this is the house of the Lord. We don't put no devil stuff on our face. It's really that deep. So we're gonna say Love Chip and Angel. Angel's food. So we're going to use the Love Chip and this dark shade right here. First of all, I don't know why I'm using this brush. It's not the brush that I usually use. I got carried away. I use a much thinner brush, y'all. This eyeshadow palette, I got it as a gift. I don't know if it's an eyeshadow or not, but I've always called it an eyeshadow palette. I use this one right here. Honeymoon, that's the shade. It's Honeymoon. This is what the palette is called. I use the Honeymoon. Absolutely love this eyeshadow palette. Now I'm gonna take this brush to kind of this away. Some of the blush that we did disappeared, so I'm just gonna use only this brush to bring it back. Another new thing that I've been loving recently in my makeup routine now is for going with my One Size setting spray, I use the Face Glue Mix setting spray. This is very good. Gotta shake it up. I still haven't put my One Size setting spray on. I better not forget to put that on. I usually put that on last. So I'm gonna first my lips with the Marviano Cosmetics Espresso Martini. I almost forgot another makeup product that I got as a gift. This Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. You have to make sure your lip liner sit for 5 minutes before you start to do your lip combo. So I'm gonna let it sit for 5 minutes and then I'll be back to finish up my lip combo, and that's basically it. All right, now for the lip combo, because it's getting darker in the day, so the brightness in here is like, you know, really focusing now. Another new thing in my makeup routine that I absolutely love is the Made by Mitchell lipsticks. First, this one is the Milkshake for me. Absolutely love it. Then I go in with my usual Maybelline Reef pink lip gloss, and together they're like a perfect match made in heaven. Then I use the Marviano Cosmetics, this shade Cinnamon Shimmer. Do you see how immediately beautiful that looks? This in the Gummy Bear. See, this one is finished, so I got another one. So good. It is so yummy looking. It is delicious. So I go in with this last.
That's a hot fire.
Makeup is tea, makeup is city. Anyway, thank you guys for staying tuned in this video. I really hope that this video was very informative. The One Size setting spray. When you can't breathe, that's when you know you've put enough. I'm finally done with my makeup. I'm gonna go get dressed, go put on my outfit. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what makeup products you use. Comment down below and how you would use the makeup product that I recommended. I hope you guys like this video, and if you want to see more videos to come, make sure to turn your notifications on, baby, okay? Because I'll be posting more beauty videos, more beauty tips, skincare routine, hair stuff, vlogs. Don't even get me started, okay? Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.